Hey everybody, it's about 3:35. I've been home from work for about an hour and a half. Just got some chores done and whatnot here, and I felt like sitting in front of the camera once again. And there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. There's one main idea I wanted to talk about, but first, I wanted to address one thing. I got these comments on the video I uploaded today. Um, We've got John at the bottom there. Hey, it's me, John. Didn't expect to see a video from you. Also, Little Buddy is adorable. Amazing name. And then we got Fire Jams. Glad you're doing all right. Realized the other day it's been a long time since you streamed. So, these guys, I used to live stream. I got really into it for a little bit, and I did really well really quickly. And then, unfortunately, I stopped for a variety of reasons. Um, but I'm not entirely sure who Fire Jams is. I might know who that is. But John was a real one, dude. John was my biggest fan. He was always in my chat. He was always typing. And yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. It's good to see you. Thank you for commenting. Anyway, so yeah, work is a little challenging for me right now because I'm very ADD. And today we're building cabinets, right? We're putting cabinets in this kitchen. And my job right now on this crew is that of a laborer, right? I'm the lowest on the totem pole. I'm unskilled in this respect. Carpentry is something that I'm not particularly skilled at. I would say I'm pretty unskilled at it, like I just said actually. Um, I am pretty inclined to like small machines, right? I'm really passionate at working on guitars, basses, stringed instruments, right? I've been a guitar tech for a couple years. I did that as a job for about 2 years. And I love building computers. I love working on cars. But when it comes to like working with wood and building furniture, like big stuff like that, um, never really been my forte. I really struggle with that sometimes. And so being like really ADD, when I'm not getting like this very quick gratification of doing something and being bad at it, like it's tough. Like it's tough for me. I played a million sports as a kid. I did 100 different extracurricular things and a lot of stuff I do for a little bit and then I lose interest because I wasn't very good at it. Which is why in hindsight I'm actually very surprised that I like um, really, actually got good at playing bass and guitar. And I guess that's because there is a lot of instant gratification in playing an instrument. There's definitely long-term goals to work at, but there is a lot of overnight results you can see. Anyway, so the job's challenging. The work itself is challenging for me, but I think it's also good that my psyche and kind of way of experiencing satisfaction is being challenged. I think that's definitely a positive thing. All that being said, there's an idea I kind of have been ruminating on. I think ruminating sounds a bit negative. There's an idea I've kind of been mulling over and talking to some people about, and I feel like it's something that's been really relevant to me lately and relevant to kind of some people around me. And that is that in life, I think most people, most of the time, know what the correct choice is, know what the right thing to do is for themselves, for other people, right? Not even in just like a moral sense, but just like day to day, like we all know what the right choice is. I think that's pretty easy most of the time. I think where life gets challenging, where the difficulty in lies is in making that correct choice. Um, I always come back to chores as an example because I often struggle with doing chores. Is like I know the right thing to do is my chores for my own sake. Nobody's gonna yell at me if I don't do my chores. It's just gonna make my life harder. Um, but it's making that choice is difficult, and I feel like there's probably not too much more to say on that. I feel like most people can hear me say that and kind of relate that to something in their life or kind of understand it. But it's kind of loaded. I feel like the more you think about that, um, the more you'll find that it's true to you or not true, right? But to me, at least, and to some people I've been talking to, they find like, oh, like that's like like, oh, that's cool. But, like, I don't know. I'm always told I have really good intuition, and that I should really trust my gut. And, like, a lot of times I look back on something in hindsight, and it's like, well, I'm like, I feel like I knew that, I feel like my foresight was good here. I feel like my foresight is mostly the same as my hindsight, but for one reason or another, the correct choices were not made. And I think, that's just where the challenge is in life for the most part. Anyway, yeah, I'm back here in front of this camera. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I kind of know what's gotten into me. I want I want to do this. I really enjoy discussion and feedback and engaging with people in a community and whatnot. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I'm holding a microphone in my hand. I have this handy, microphone stand here that just sits perfectly on my desk that would have the microphone be a fixed distance from me and the audio would be a consistent level throughout the video. But I'm choosing not to use it because I once read or saw in a video that when YouTubers hold a microphone, they seem more personable and relatable as opposed to having the microphone be out of frame or clipped onto them or something. This makes me seem less professional, essentially. So what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to manipulate you into liking me. So, all right, God bless. I'll see you guys when I see you. Take care, and do your best.